Game press conference. To my immediate left, head coach Kelly Graves, along with sophomore Sabrina Ionescu and junior Gildon. We'll take an opening statement from Coach Graves.
First of all, I want to congratulate Seattle U on a great season. You know, what Coach Susie's done there has been fantastic in 2 years. They were great competitors, very classy group, and and that's a program that's going to continue to get better. I thought they competed all the way to the end. Obviously happy that we're moving on. I thought we played really, really well right from the get-go. And when I saw our team diving for loose balls early in that game, I could tell that, this wasn't just, another game. They weren't just going to kind of, go through the motions and win this thing. These guys really wanted to compete. So that was a good sign. I thought defensively we were on point. And, we got some easy transition and things just started to roll. And it was nice also to get a lot of people into the game, everybody as a matter of fact, and we got some rest. So just a good night all the way around.
Take questions for the student athletes. Ryan.
Sabrina, did you hear the students groaning when other players were grabbing rebounds? I know you were close.
Yeah, I did hear them. But Coach also told me that I need to get one more so he could take me out of the game. So definitely heard that one. But yeah, the crowd was great. It was really fun, and the student section was awesome. I don't think we ever had that many students actually show up to our games, which was really inspiring to see.
It was more like this. Would you just get one so we can get this over with?
and then I said, maybe I'll just wait it out so I can play some more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Preston.
Turkey.
Sabrina, does a postseason triple-double feel different than a regular season triple-double? And then also, your guys' defensive intensity from the start. Can you just kind of elaborate on that?
No, it does not feel any different. I mean, we won an NCAA tournament game, so that feels different, especially on our home court, which was really cool. And then defensively, I think we were locked in from the beginning. We've been locked in since the Pac-12 tournament. I think we've played some great defense. And tonight we did that as well. I mean, like Coach said, we had people diving on the floor in the first few minutes of the game to get loose balls, and that helps us on offense as well. I think that motivates us, and it did tonight.
Rick.
Adi is talking about 6 points and 16 rebounds. I mean, that's
Opposite.
Yeah, okay, other way around.
Other way around.
Sounds about right.
Anyway, my point is that coming into this ball game, were you a little bit more adrenaline or what? Or just teammates were finding you open on the passing, obviously, but what was your mindset going in?
My mindset was just to get the job done. We knew we had to come out hard and not sleep on Seattle U, and so that's what we did. And I just was fortunate enough to make the lands today.
More questions? AJ.
Sabrina and Audie, actually, whoever wants to answer this one. Did you guys get to watch any of the first game? I know this one's still very fresh, but what are you guys thinking about Sunday's game and playing Minnesota?
Yeah, we were able to go out there and watch that first game. We didn't know who was going to win at the time, so we were paying attention to both teams, but we know that Minnesota scores a lot. They're the third leading team in the nation scoring, so we know that defense is going to be huge for us. They have quick guards, and they move the ball well. They shoot the ball well, so it'll be a tough team. But I think we're prepared, especially playing through the Pac-12 in our preseason games. I think it prepares us for March, so I'm excited to be able to play another game.
Andrew.
Kelly, you had said that three-pointers in the postseason are the great equalizer. They were 1 of 19 today. What do you think of the perimeter defense, and what was the key in that?
Well, we wanted to play, defend outside in. Wanted to make them beat us around the rim and take that three-point game away. But yeah, in games like this where there might be an advantage, a mismatch, perhaps. I always say the three great equalizers are turnovers, and we took care of the ball relatively well. The three-pointers, and then fouls. And I thought we did good in all three phases. But, no, I just thought our kids were on point. We switched a lot of screens today, and so when you do that, you just it doesn't – they're not freed up as easily on the three-pointers.
Do you have any additional questions for the student-athletes? Warren?
Sabrina, was there anything from last year's tournament experience that you can bring into this one? Any less nerves coming into this tournament?
I know what you're asking. No, less nerves. No, I think I was nervous. Our team's nervous. I mean, seeding doesn't matter. I think we learned that last year. We came out and we were hungry for wins, and we wanted to play, and we hung in there with 2 seeds, 3 seeds, 4 seeds. So seeding didn't matter. It just felt different because we were at home and we had the crowd on our side. But playing wise, you know, basketball's played the same. So I don't think any of that matters, and the games are just going to continue to get better. So we're going to have to continue to rise to the occasion.
Ryan.
Adi, you had a good NCAA tournament last year. Is it just this time of year where you kind of turn it up, or what's kind of your mindset when the brackets released and you get some minutes?
I think my mindset is just to get the job done. Whenever I come in, just do the best I can, whether it's rebounding or just playing defense. I just want to get the job done, play my role.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, guys, thank you. You're free to go.
Okay.
Questions for Coach Graves? Austin.
Can I just follow up on that?
I'm sorry.
You know, Adi's a winner. You know, she won 2 state championships in high school. And so I think she's been in a lot of, you know, big games relative to where she's playing at that time. And, you know, some people just have that knack, you know. I think if you look at every level, NBA, college, there's always that one player that just seems to always shine, and that was her, or has been her.
Austin.
Kelly, how much has your defense improved since early in the season, and where do you see the improvement?
I think just kind of more consistent focus. You know, it's been more consistent. We showed flashes all throughout the year, you know, a half here, a quarter there. We've never really put a full 40 minutes together still, but we're getting a lot closer and a lot more consistent. I think we're also, you know, starting to figure out a little bit better what we're good at. And, you know, we ran a lot of different kind of defenses early. And, you know, I think we've honed in on a couple of things, and we're just kind of getting better at them. Plus players like Satu, you know, who's playing a lot of minutes for us. She's just getting better. You know, a freshman like that, sometimes it's a little tougher for her, and she's just, you know, improving.
Questions? Aaron?
Coach, you talked about the advantage of being able to play everybody, especially for freshmen like Ina and Annalie. How important is it going down the stretch to be able to get them some tournament experience?
Oh, invaluable. I mean, invaluable. I think that will help us later on in this tournament at some point, you know, having them already had some game experience, and then obviously in the future years. Ina, she continues to amaze me. She might be top 10 again on the play of the day. She just got a knack for that. She is a really good player. I mean, you guys, she is a really good player. I see it every day in practice because, you know, but she's playing behind 2 pros, potential pros in Sabrina and Maite. And that, in turn, is making her better each and every day. But it was good to see Sierra get in, broken finger and all. She got in and hit some buckets. And like you said, Adi, she gives us that lift off the bench. And I think that's really important. It helps them stay engaged as well and feel more a part of it.
AJ?
As a coach, I'm sure it's a little nerve-wracking going into a game like this where you're favored so heavily. So when you first saw them diving around for the loose balls and playing their hearts out, how proud were you of how seriously they were taking this game? Oh,
immensely. I mean, you'd never know. And actually, you know, I thought early in the year there were times when we didn't come out very strong, but I think over the last month or so, we've been pretty dialed in right from the start. And I credit, you know, Sabrina, I credit Lexi Bando, Maite, Ruthie. Those kids are getting our team ready. And it also helped tonight that there were 7,000 fans or more out there. I thought they were terrific, and it was a really good environment. I hope they can all bring a friend, you know, next time. I mean, why not, right? Sunday afternoon or evening. I don't know what time the game is, but I think it's going to be a great game on Sunday. So we need even more here and make it a real home court advantage.
Right.
Does Ionescu break ankles in practice or just postseason?
Yeah, well, no, she does it. She does it a lot. Actually, we got to continue to work with her. She goes, I guess, east and west a lot. She needs to continue to work on going north and south. But yeah, she's just got a knack for it. We call her Steve Nash. She's got a lot of Steve Nash in her. You know, that kind of flair and pizzazz, and I don't know. Pizzazz is the word. Is that even a word anymore? That's a little dated. But anyway, that's the kind of moxie she's got.
That's Rick.
Coach, you talked about kids getting dialed in over this last stretch, and thinking back into the season. I mean, it kind of seems like Stanford loss was kind of where things got real serious for the kids and they decided that this is going to not happen again. Is that maybe your sense of things as well?
Well, I know that was a big game. I did know that that's the team we wanted to play in the tournament, or they wanted to play. Yeah, and I think that was a great example of, you know, Austin's question before about the defense. You know, we just it's been up and down. Sometimes we lose focus defensively because we're so good offensively and have been all year. And I think you're right. That could well have been one of those moments where we decided, hey, we got to, if we want to continue to advance in this tournament, we got to defend.
Anything else, Warren?
Kelly, you sat in the locker room after last year's loss, and you said this team, they were going to get better and go further. What are some of those tangibles, how this team gets better and maybe more equipped to go further in the tournament than maybe last year's team? Are there, whether it's size, speed?
Well, it's like anything else, experience. You know, now we've been through it. We know what it's like. We know what it takes. There's no substitute for that. You know, very few teams just pop on the scene the first time and go all the way. So, yeah, the experience helps. I think just when you're able to win games in the tournament like that, the confidence grows, especially in young kids. They see, hey, you know, wow, we can really do this. And once you get a taste of it, you want more. And so they got a taste of it, and it was easy to motivate during the off season. You know, they wanted it. It came from them. Hey, we can do this. We want more. And so I just, yeah, you know, I've seen that growth, and a lot of it is just mental. Now, naturally, we were such a young team, and between your freshman and sophomore years, I've always felt that's where you make your biggest strides as a player. And we had a lot of, you know, players in that age. So naturally, they are getting better.
Anything else? Preston?
Kelly, can you just elaborate a little bit more on Sabrina's game and then your decision to keep her in up 38 to grab that 10th rebound?
Well, I wasn't really worried about the score, how much we were up, and I wasn't really concerned about that. But she was so close, why not? I mean, I knew at some point she was going to get a rebound, and like I said, you know, let's just get this thing done. But you know, I put Maite in for her. I mean, we still needed a calming influence out on the floor, and we're right now. You can see we have a lot of kids that are injured, and a lot of them are guards. We don't have a ton of guards to go to. It's either we put Audie at the 3 or Annalie Maley, and neither of those are 3s. So we did need somebody out on the floor. But, you know, she kind of earned that, and she still only played 29 minutes. I'll take that, you know, anytime. But, no, and she wouldn't want me to just leave her in just to do that, you know. But since it was so close, why not? I mean, we're going to have one of those two on the floor for the next 4 or 5 minutes.
Time for one more.
So what's different than when you had the game against Colorado in the Pac-12 tournament? She was 2 rebounds shy then.
One's less than 2. You know, every situation is different, quite frankly, and you know, and this was an NCAA tournament, and I certainly didn't think we were rubbing anything in. I really thought those Seattle kids were classy. You saw them shaking hands and hugging out on the court when the clock was still running. And, you know, this is a good experience. I remember my first one. Guess what? Middle Tennessee State beat my team by about 100, I don't know, or somewhere near there. But you got to walk before you run. And they'll be back. I think Susie's going to do a great job up there. And she's got a great staff and what I think is a really talented team. So we felt honored to play them.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
The Oregon locker room is